Welcome everyone. Today I have an updated version of the latest unique items and also top selling Uber uniques and also endgame chase items. So if you have seen the previous video, this is also updated version of the guide, including looking at some of the most expensive unique charms that is available in the game, and we'll go through where you can drop those and also a number of unique items that can sell for a lot of divines, and those are some of the items players are trying to farm. As you can see, I've opened over 20 or 30 tabs. So in this video, we'll go through a lot of endgame chase Uber unique items and also look into the price of those items and also how you can acquire those items, whether this can be chance orbed and whether this is a way of getting those items and how those items works, especially the new 0.2 unique items. And if you guys haven't seen the previous video, we did cover a number of cool unique items, including those new charms that can sell over for 100 or 200 divine. Make sure you have a look at the previous video. Now, coming over to today's video, there is a number of new unique charms that is added to the game. In order to filter for you guys, I have price check all of them, and there are some that is quite good. So I'm looking at the ones that is over 1 divine. Some of those are only selling for 1 exalt, so we can skip those. The first charm we're looking at is going to be the 4 of the Axe Silver charm. This one allows you speak to be unaffected by slows, and when used, you are affected by slows get unlocked during the effect. There's a lot of slows in the game, and this is actually a very preferable charm for a lot of people who wants to speak farm. At the moment, this charm is selling for about 6 divine, and if we have a look, this charm can be dropped anywhere in the game. It can also be chance orbed. So if you have a base item of the silver charm, you can try to chance orb into this particular unique charm. On the next topic, we have the ruby charm with Nagur's Chosen. This one will provide you with 25% fire resistance, and when taking damage from fire, provide you with maximum rage on use. This item is currently selling for about a few divine, I think, at least 1 divine, but you can see there's a lot of offline players because I'm trying to search for all of them. Let's have a look at the online as well, and let's have a look. You can see that it's selling for about 200 exalt, 2 divine, and this particular charm similarly can be dropped anywhere in the game. It can also be chanced onto the ruby charm. Onto the next charm. The new charms are pretty interesting, right? The Black Cat Grounding charm. This charm will provide immunity to shock, which is great to reduce the bonus damage taken, and when you become shocked, this will provide the increased duration and also lightning damage of enemy hitting you is unlucky during effect. This particular item is pretty rare. Again, I have been searching for a lot of those, and currently there isn't that many of those. So I searched for the offline ones, but if you look at the online ones, this particular Black Cat charm can be selling for anywhere around 90 to 120 or even higher divines, which is quite expensive, right? So this particular charm again can be found anywhere in the game. It can also be chanced with a grounding charm. So if you have a grounding charm, this is pretty big jackpot if you want to roll for those. Over here we have the Forsaken Bagel, and this is the Anesthesis charm. This charm will come with the plus 18% chaos resistance, and when taking chaos damage, you have the increased duration and 50% of chaos damage you prevent when hit recoup as life and mana during the effect. This charm is selling for, let's have a look. I'm filtering them for the every item, but let's look into the league. This charm is selling for about 28 to 35 divine or even 46 divine. So those are not going to be the cheapest items, but they're super rare, and it is something great if you can get your hands on it, or you can look into charm or chancing into those charms by finding the basic normal version of the charms. So now we had a look at a few of the charms. Let's go through a range of unique items that can also be interesting. This amulet was selling pretty highly, but it has fallen down in price simply because the latest Deadeye and also a lot of build will provide you the ignore monster elemental resistance. This is what makes this one interesting, but the price of this beacon of Azur's amulet has been lowered a little bit. Now, as we keep going, we have the Secret Flame. If you have seen our previous video, those 2 items were used in the Deadeye and also used by the Amazon. So the Secret Flame is currently selling for about 28, 29 divines, and the price seems to be around over 25 divines. Now this item is droppable only by the Appetite of Ashes, which I'm planning to make a video to teach you guys how to farm and also how to be profitable farming those items, because right now it's super high in demand. So if you farm in the Appetite of Ashes, this item around 8 or maybe 5 to 10% drop chance is one of the biggest jackpot. If you look into the uncorrupted version, they can sell for a lot higher. This is just a price fixer, by the way. As we keep going, the Headhunter has risen up in price. I know I have talked about Headhunter before, and at the moment, Headhunter's price has risen up just because of the popularity of a number of Headhunter builds that steals rare modifiers. Headhunter can be chance opt by using the heavy build, and it is also dropped anywhere in the game. Similarly, I do want to come back to the item we talked about previously. Temporalis has gotten up in price. Last time we checked, it's around 200 divine, 300 divine. Look at this, now it's like 400 divine. So there's an endgame chase item that keeps going up in price, and I'll keep you guys updated, which is pretty crazy, right? The price went up by like 200 divine in the past few days. Now, Alliance Resolve, this particular potion is likely going to go down a little bit in price because you can see the number of results, and also this item is also dropped by one of the pinnacle bosses. Next video, I'll show you where to farm those items and check whether it's profitable to be farming these items. I do believe this is actually the... off my head, I think this is coming from the Delirium boss, but correct me if I'm wrong. So it's one of the pinnacle bosses. Currently, it is selling for 9 divine because this can be one of the endgame chase health potions that can be very good with instant life recovery. And of course, guys, all the links will be available for you guys to have a look. Now, going through a number of expensive and also interesting unique items that if you find it, you can make a lot of divines, and if you look into using it, they're quite interesting. The Alpha Hull Armor Cap provides you with 100 spirit, tons of cold resistance, and doubles your presence and of auras. And this is great for aura bot, and this item can also be corrupted with even higher spirit. One of the reasons it is selling for quite highly is because of its rarity, which you can see not many available, and this item can drop anywhere in the game, but its drop rate is going to be very low. So if you're looking for aura bot build, which I'm planning to make a build, this item will be essential for the aura bots to run more auras with spirits and also to have even greater presence. Again, it can be dropped anywhere, but it doesn't say it can be chance opt. As we keep going, we also have the Harry's Eye. This particular chess piece is selling for about 15 to 18 divine at the moment. Keep in mind, guys, the price is about during the recording of this video, and the price might even change as I refresh a little bit. You can see 13 divines, 13 divines. Seems like the price is falling a little bit. The best part about this item with chess piece is that it will provide you with 13 to 20 cold damage, or even rolls higher up to 31. You can also corrupt this one. You can also evade all hits as well, which is great to evade spell hits, especially if stacking evasion for the evasion class. Now, this particular item can also be dropped anywhere in the game, but it doesn't say anything about chance orbing. As we keep going, we also have the Queen of the Forest. This item has fallen down a little bit in price, and you can see that after the price fixes and also corrupted wrong ones, it is around 80 Exalt. But if I check correctly over here, so here I'm checking a number of items that is available. Okay, this is more. So before I was checking for all the available items, and the moment we're checking the league items, and we can see this item is around, pretty highly actually. This is 5 divine, 25, 30 divine. I think the real price will be around 25 to 30 divine. So if you can get your hand on those unique chess piece, this can also be really good. Now, why is this interesting? Is that this can give you additional movement speed based on evasion rating. So if you're stacking evasion, you can get over 200 or 300% movement speed because of this. We did have a previous build, the Flash build, with close to 300% movement speed using this chess piece. So this can be a great speed farming item as well in the game. This item can be dropped anywhere in the game. I don't know if it can be chance opt because it doesn't say over here. Next up, we have the Melting Maelstrom. This item has been nerfed. Now, one of the reasons it has been nerfed is because it doesn't instantly restore mana. and because of that, people are selling for about 1 divine each. I do believe this is coming from the delirium, that I remember. So if you're looking for this item, the delirium is not going to be the best farm because it doesn't instantly restore mana, which is a nerf to this unique potion. Now, as we keep going, the Trumpeter, this particular item that provides +2 minion skills, was selling for about 1 divine. It has fallen down in price, about 30 Exalt at the moment, 20 Chaos, and this item is great for the summoners to have +2 minion skills. Usually it is quite expensive early in the game, because this can drop anywhere. It can also be chance off, but at the moment I don't think it is worth the chance of this. But if you do find it, make sure you sell it for the fair price, around 29 to 30 Exalt for the uncorrupted +2. If it is a +1 minion skills, it doesn't sell much. Keep that in mind. Now, yes, there's a lot of items I went through. I want to share some of the interesting items and price check and teach you guys what is the most important item. So here, let's check over here. And this is going to be the Moral Victress. This item has a lot of different roles. And you can see this can give you elemental resist, life regen, and also mana. This can give you spirit. This can give you resistance. Some good item like those ones can easily sell for over 50 divine because of the increasing spirit, increasing attribute, and some of the 3 triplet roles. So if you are farming Appetite of Ash, be careful with those items. Sometimes those items doesn't sell much because of the bad rolls, but sometimes it can sell really high because of the good rolls. So this item has the biggest range of price point. So make sure you understand and also filter by each of the price point, which I'll teach you guys in the next video to make some good profit by selling those chess pieces. As we keep going, we also have the Ventus Gambler. This particular ring can easily roll for something massive, and this ring can roll negative. So a good piece of this ring can sell for a lot of divine, while a not so good piece doesn't sell much. So what people want is they want a lot of positive spirit. Those people just listing random things. So people want a lot of positive spirit and also positivity over here. We don't see any great ones. Let me see if I can find a proper one to show you guys. So you can see this is plus spirit, right? It can also roll to all positive resistance. And then this item makes it super valuable. The lower rolls of this item doesn't even sell for anything, while the higher rolls can sell for over hundreds of divines, even mirrors, if you get positive on all of those rolls. As we keep going, this particular bow is also quite interesting. If you happen to be corrupting this one, this is where the biggest profit lies. So over 250%, and if you get to like 350%, all of a sudden those bows can sell for a lot. But before that, notice the lower rolls doesn't even sell for much. So those are some of the unique items that can sell for a lot or sell for very little, really depending on the role that is corrupted. Notice that they all corrupted those items. On the topic of corrupted items, the Fire Flower Solar Amulet can be corrupted to +5 levels to all fire skills, making this item insanely expensive compared to its other versions, which is a +4 or even +3. So +4 is a normal, while +5 is the jackpot corrupted version. So corrupting some of those amulets can 100% or like 200, 1000% increase its profitability of the price. But keep in mind, getting the right corruption may take a while, and this can be quite difficult. As we keep going, over here we have that Dot Diamond. Again, a max roll at Dot Diamond can sell over 80 to 100 divine, but the lower roll ones doesn't really sell much. So here I'll show you guys over here. So you can see the lower roll ones like 17%, 4%, it doesn't sell much, right? But the highest roll ones, 100% or even 99% sells for over 200 divines. As we keep going, this is the same case for the Time Lost Jewel. If you're looking for the ones that increase spirit, usually those sells the highest, together with certain increase of damage or maximum resistance, while the cheaper versions don't sell for much. And finally, we have the Prison of Belief. So A lot of those items, I'll have a detailed guide on how to find those, and a lot of items we just covered over here, most of them are random drops, except the jewels over here, which are coming from pinnacle bosses. So, for the Prison of Belief diamond, a certain right row of those, especially for the lightning spears that is crazily popular, you can see the lightning spears even +1 people are selling for 1 to 4 divine, and the +3 lightning spear is selling for 65 divine. And this is some of the massive jackpot depending on the plus level of the skills. Now, I did try to make this video a little faster, and should you want to price check anything that is mentioned in this video, all the links will be available for you guys. So this video aims to combine all the new unique items together with the current variable items or items that I'm looking at and understanding the price point, so you guys have a better understanding of those items. Make sure you check the previous video because I also covered a lot of the new uniques together with the interesting pricing point for those items. And you can see some of those price points are going up massively. And some of those charms can be very creative, and it's also very nice to know the price point and also the special abilities for your build. And yes, just to give you guys a little teaser, I'm working on a video which will combine all the unique bosses and also the loot table and look into the estimation of the drop rate together with an entry ticket and whether it is profitable to be farming for certain items. Because we understood the price point of those items, especially the chance of hitting a jackpot, we can look into calculating whether you should be farming the pinnacle bosses and also how profitable you can be. So stay tuned for the future version of those unique farming guides. Now, hopefully you guys found today's video helpful. Again, a big thank you to everyone on YouTube, especially our supporters and also those of you guys who's been supporting me on Patreon as well. And we do have a new feature on the Mattjestic YouTube channel. If you click onto this, you can become a member. Yes, I've added this just recently, and this will allow you to have early access to videos that is posted a few hours or even half a day earlier if you want to watch those videos a little early. But yes, this will cost money. So please be aware the membership will cost money. And if you do want to watch videos normally, those videos will still be available after 6 to 12 hours, normally on the time we post those videos. And I'll be aiming to post at least one Path of Exile video a day. And this will be including guides, tips, news update, and also the latest tricks that is discovered on both the English and also Chinese community to keep you guys updated. And if you like those videos, make sure you leave a nice comment and also leave a like for those videos. Now, before we finish, if you guys haven't subscribed, this is a really good time to do so because I'll be looking into the latest Path of Exile 2 news on different communities and also on our official forum, official webpage. I'll also be looking into the best build for each of the class as the meta develops with the Chinese and also the English community. So stay tuned for the latest update and also guides for Path of Exile 2. And of course, this is going to be a big month for us. And I'll try to bring you guys all of the latest content and also guides for Path of Exile 2 to come.